Seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause niggas ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.
Are you actually autistic? I thought we were just making jokes this whole time.
He can draw a mean pony. Welcome back to Madhouse Podcast, where Boots is always late. We said we were going to start at 5, and it is now 5:30. Slow piece of fuck. And he still doesn't care.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, yeah, his headset isn't on. He doesn't know we're live yet. What a hacker. What a bitch of Rooney Dooney. All right, well, I'll kick the news off this week here. So, a Houston YouTube rapper was arrested 2 days after his hit song was released on SoundCloud. His song was called "Making It Home." And the song was actually about robbing ATMs out of state with a car full of money. Got to avoid the chase because we're going to make it home. Now, I'll give you 2 guesses what this motherfucker got arrested for.
Was it robbing
Nashville
ATM machines?
Police picked this motherfucker up out of state. Robbing ATMs with a car full of fucking money. Oh, God. I got to find it. The quote the sheriff made fucking cracked me up. Let me find it. Where'd it go? There it goes. He says, if you're going to rap... Oh, no, shit. God damn it. If you're going to rap about it, then turn around and be about it and get caught, that's on you, Playboy. President of the Houston Police Department.
Man's got no chill. No chill whatsoever.
You got to call a spade at that point, right? Got his ass.
Oh, you at some. I don't.
I mean, I
anything,
commend
bro.
you
Like,
for
I can't.
walking the walk and talking the talk, but you're also advertising your felonies, my man.
Right. You're literally telling the world what you did.
And I haven't listened to the song because I have like good taste in music, so I'm sure I can only imagine it's riding down this particular highway at this time, and this is the bank, and this is like way too many fucking details, right? Boots,
So,
what you got,
did
man?
they-
What's in the news?
Did they consider that a confession?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
Although, if I was a detective in that, I would definitely use it as a reference point. Like maybe we missed something. Oh, he did say in the second verse something about 2 cars. Maybe there's a second vehicle.
All right, check the
somewhere.
security footage.
Right. Like that probably wouldn't hold up in court, but I would use it as like a guiding tool for sure.
Well, I didn't know we were rolling, but anyways,
Well, if you were here on time.
Motherfucker got a.
I told you I was
catfish,
taking
right?
a pee-pee, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to fill that mason jar up though.
But no, Florida bride allegedly laces wedding food with pot and has a shit-eating grin as deputies arrive.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
50 to 70
Sounds like a
people
party.
feeling unwell after eating the food.
Oh, they were feeling well.
Yeah.
Well,
They ain't gonna tell the cops that, but they were feeling all right.
All I'm going to say is I've
Ooh-wee.
only had maybe one strand that I didn't feel well after, and I didn't smoke that strand again. But everything else, I usually feel pretty well afterwards.
I'm just saying, look, it probably threw him off guard. And to those fucking people whose fucking asshole is just tighter than an ass, like, you probably got your old fucking Uncle Steve to chill the fuck out a little bit, you know? Grandma hasn't
Right.
laughed that much in years. Your fucking creepy uncle is probably, you know what I mean? Like, he's eating for the first time this week, you know? Like it's all good things. All good things came of that. Killer memories. Not even mad. I'm contemplating it.
There are worse problems to have. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Hey,
I'm
send
just
an
saying.
invite
I
to that
mean,
wedding.
you know, I might give a little
worse.
heads up if I know somebody's got like a Fed job or something and I don't need to, you know, them risking some shit at their gig. But other than that, you eat the fucking chocolate cake at your discretion, big guy. You fucking
Don't even have an explanation. Just have a consume at your own risk sign right behind it.
Set aside a slice for Boots because you know his ass gonna be late.
That's probably true.
What you
Will,
got,
what you
Will?
got, man?
All right, so Happy, that's the name of this elephant. Happy the elephant can't use habeas corpus rights to end zoo detention.
Habeas?
According,
You say
I don't know how
habeas
to pronounce
corpus?
that. According to a New York
Habeas?
court.
Go on.
Yeah, please do go on.
So let me see. The New York Court of Appeals has ruled that Happy, the elephant, has no human right of habeas corpus rights that would allow her to challenge her imprisonment at the Bronx Zoo.
But does she have animal rights of habeas corpus?
Fuck do I know, dude? I just saw this. I was like, "This is what?"
So
So this is what courts are spending our fine tax dollars on.
Yeah.
this is why it
They
takes
have-
me 2
there's-
years to get an appeal to go through the courts because
Right.
they're too busy doing shit like this.
You said this was in the Bronx, Will? You mean to tell me there's nothing else going on in the Bronx right now that they can be judging on?
So let's see. There's Happy as a non-human animal does not have a legally cognizable right to be at liberty under New York law.
As opposed to a human animal?
I'm quoting it, dude. I just
Who initiated this? Like the elephant didn't be like, "Oh, this is bullshit." You know what I mean? Like, do it on behalf of the elephant. How do you know the elephant ain't living his best fucking life at the Bronx Zoo? And some
Bro,
fucking
he's not worried about getting fucking shot down.
he's not
3
being
square meals, you know what I'm saying?
Right, he getting fed each day. I actually just read something.
Right? He might get a little hunch when he gets older. You know what I mean? Like it's a win-win.
Right. I actually just read somewhere too that it's like New York state law that the elephants have to be bathed every day. So that motherfucker getting bathed every day. He getting fed every day.
Because you know he wasn't washing his own ass when he was out in the wild. Come on now.
I mean, he ain't getting a nice, cool pressure wash when it's hot outside. He's just getting hot mud water and squirting it on him. More mud, the better to protect him from the sun. You know what I mean?
Right.
there was a
My boy living a
5 to
good
2
life, and some Karen took it upon herself to ruin his fucking afternoon and waste
He
his
deserves
fortune.
freedom.
There was a 5-2 decision on this.
That's the sad part is somebody actually brought this up to like the fucking New York Supreme Court, bro. Like this went through. So it didn't start at like the Supreme Court. It started at a lower level.
Right,
Somebody took it upon their time. I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess and say that they're clearly not employed. Because they would have better things to do with their lives if they were employed. To run this through a court system.
And even then, somebody in the lower court was like, you know what? I don't think we're able to make a decision like this. This is above our pay grade. We really need to ball this up and send it higher.
Or even
I don't
worse.
get paid enough to give a fuck.
Even worse is that lady was not happy with the whatever decision the lower court made and appealed it because they have that little time that they just continued this case on.
So I'm trying to determine who came forward with this.
Who initiated this?
It mentions the Non-Human Rights Project, but all it says is the Non-Human Rights Project praised the 2 judges that disagreed with the ruling. But I can't find it.
What is the Non-Humans Rights Project?
I don't know. That's the
You mind
first time I've
Googling that
ever
real
heard of
quick?
it. Yeah.
Right.
Just give us like a quick mission statement or whatever. I'm sure it's right there on the first page.
All right. The Non-Human Rights Project is the only civil rights organization in the United States dedicated solely to securing rights for non-human animals.
Alrighty then.
They are
Still
seeking
feels like
to
we're just
change.
wasting time here.
They are seeking to change the legal status of at least some non-human animals from that of property to that of persons, with the goal of securing rights to bodily liberty and bodily integrity. It was founded in 1995.
So if it was up to them, my dog Opie could own his own fucking plot of land and just be like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Bro, isn't there a
Bro,
cat
how's that little
somewhere that
motherfucker paying
owns...
rent? I'm over here struggling. Like, where he paying rent?
He got a little side dog job, you know.
Bro, only pause. He out here killing it.
Man,
Alright,
if
well-
Rico start paying up the mortgage, he can have this motherfucking house.
All right, whatever you say. Anyways, moving on. I was ill prepared this week and do not have a story. However, I do have 2 rants. Number 1, I want to start.
You know
off
what really
with,
grinds
what
Mikey is?
Yeah, you know what really chaps my ass? Number 1. Where do the people think that they have the audacity to sit in a fucking busy waiting room and talk on speakerphone?
Bro, I fucking hate that shit. Or if they're not on speakerphone, they're like playing god awful music.
Right. Like just having a loud ass conversation and you know their phones, cranked up to the max so they could hear that person too. Bro, headphones aren't that expensive anymore. You could pick up a pair of fucking $10 earbuds.
Bro, they're gonna shit when they find out they can just hold it up against their fucking head.
For free.
And you could hear better.
Bro, and the thing is like phones been around long enough. Like we're not on like Sprint, Nextel, like Chirp to Talk, whatever. Like it's not a
Right.
walkie-talkie. Like you can do both at the same time. I don't get that, man. I take
And
it.
then,
This
like,
was
I don't
really-
even like phone calls, period, for like non-emergencies. Like, why the fuck you calling me? I'm doing shit.
Right. Don't call me. If you need to say something, text me.
Right.
Will knows that shit.
Yeah.
However,
Ignore
I
a
know-
call
Right.
and then immediately text. Yo, what's up?
Yeah. No, he knows it so much though that he knows that if he calls me, I'll pick up because I know he's like fucking dying. Or it's like a dire emergency for him to be calling me because he's not calling me for any other reason. He knows to like text me and be like, "Hey, you got a minute to talk?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll call you in like 5." You know what I'm saying? But other than that, don't fucking call me out of the blue because I'm gonna sit there and watch that motherfucker ring, and when it's done, I'm gonna text you and be like, "What's up? What you need? I'm busy." Even though I'm sitting there on fucking Doritos on my fucking chest, watching Netflix, I'm still busy. And my second rant of the day, bro. What is it with these doctors' offices taking fucking forever when you get there? If my appointment's at 2:45, bro, I expect to be seen at 2:45 or shortly thereafter. I don't expect to be sitting in the waiting room for an hour. I held up my end of the bargain and showed up on time. You can't fucking show up on time?
And it's not even like it's a rare thing. It's all the fucking time.
Right.
Yeah, I would get.
But then
like,
you're the asshole if you go 10 minutes late.
waiting room's packed, so y'all are fucking like deep in the weeds. So you'll get to me when you get to me, type of thing. It isn't an emergency room, so it's not like you're triaged and your wait time is based on your severity. It's like motherfucker.
So then what's the
all
point
of
of
these
having
motherfuckers had appointments 15 minutes apart from each other.
Right. What's the point of making an appointment then? Why don't we all just show up whenever we feel like it, and then you just take care of us whenever we showed up?
Yeah, it's not like you do any preparation for me getting there anyway. That's why it takes so long after you do get to the back and into your room for a doc to get there, because he has to look over your shit and find out who you are and what you need.
Right.
So there's no preparation
I
whatsoever.
understand. I understand 5, 10, 15 minutes behind, whatever, cool. Or even if you're running even later, here's a novel idea. Hey, I realize you showed up on time for your appointment, but sorry, we're running super behind. It's going to be a little while. Do you want to maybe come back in an hour or so? Or, oh
No.
shit, yeah, let me go grab me a cheeseburger real quick and come back.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Oh, what level is the fucking cafeteria on? I'll go grab a Monster and chill out.
Right.
Here's
Right,
my
like,
number.
Why
At
don't
least
you?
just text me when y'all are in the ballpark, and I'll come right back over here.
right, right. However, we show up for my son's doctor's appointment today. We call to check in ahead because, that's the easiest way is to call these days when you're sitting out in the parking lot. And she's like, oh, yeah, sure, come on in, sit on the sick side. My son's sick. Sit on the sick side, and we'll call you back within 5 minutes. Bro, we didn't get called back for like an hour. Now he's sitting in the waiting room fussing and crying because he's running 102-degree fever. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, bro, we could have been sitting in the car saving everybody else a headache from him crying and screaming. And it's cooler in my fucking AC car than it is in this goddamn waiting room that you
Damn
keep
right
at
it is.
85.
right. Damn right it is.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is just a little bit of common courtesy goes a long way. And you could be like, hey, we're running a little bit behind. If you guys don't mind waiting in the car or coming back in like an hour or so, we'll get you taken care of then. Not a problem.
So what I've noticed is the shitty wait time is compensating for not enough staff, and it's on paper it looks better than having somebody wait a month and a half for an appointment, right? So if you can ram 10 appointments into a day instead of 6, then your schedule isn't drug out as fucking far. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you're going to do well doing 10 a day when you're really, staff and resources prepared to do 6. You're stretching it to 10 so that way you don't have to call them up and go, hey, blah, 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 blah. Your appointment is in fucking September. Good luck.
Yeah, but when you're walking back to your fucking room that they're pitting you in, and you see fucking 15 nurses in the fucking break room, just cackling like a bunch of fucking hyenas.
That is true. That is true. But then they're also, man, especially in the last couple of years, man, they've been running these fucking people just fucking ragged. So they've kind of developed that. Well, fuck it, we'll get it. We'll get there when we get there. You're right. It would be. I would feel a lot better about waiting an hour if every time I saw a nurse, she's busier than a barefoot cat on a bare tin roof. Got it. Check Raj, boy. You dancing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But they're not. You're right. No, you're right. I mean,
no. I'm not sitting here saying that they don't deserve breaks and they don't deserve to have a break and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? Right. However, all 10 of them don't need to take a break at the same damn time.
Especially if you got patients waiting an hour.
Right. Not only that, like I said, bro, all that I ask for is a little bit of communication and common courtesy and saying, hey, we're running behind today. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody runs behind. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? You get a patient that it's a little bit more in depth than you thought would be or whatnot.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with running behind, but you can say something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're a little bit behind. We're looking at maybe in an hour we'll be able to call you back. Not a problem. I'll go find something else to do for an hour. I've already dedicated my afternoon to this appointment because I'm not just going to take off 2 hours for an appointment from work. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm going to take off the rest of the afternoon.
Right.
If I leave work, I ain't coming back.
I feel the same way when I go into a restaurant. If I get seated and I wait 10 minutes before the server touches the table, I'm probably bouncing. Just facts. Whereas if you come up to the table and say, hey, I see y'all here. I'm your server. I'm so-and-so. I'm fucking deeper than a dingo in a cat cunt. I'll catch you in like 10. I see you. I'll be right back.
Right.
I'll wait there all day. That's fine. But if I just get ignored for 10 minutes, I'm out, man. I look at the time every single time habitually. As soon as I sit at the table, I see what time it is and then wait.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing of it too is like most of these restaurants, I get it. Y'all deserve breaks too. I get it. Y'all been, especially these last few months, y'all been working because motherfuckers ain't got nothing better to do but go out to eat these last few months since they're free now. But when I walk past, on my way out, because I said, fuck this place already, and there's 15 servers back behind the fucking the little corner, you know what I'm saying, back into the fucking kitchen, and they're all cackling like a bunch of damn hyenas.
Right.
Well,
Or bickering
then y'all
over
aren't that
whose
busy.
table
Then.
it is. Yeah.
Right, like then y'all aren't that fucking busy, bro. You know what? And I never understood that mentality either between coworkers. You know, I've never worked a restaurant, but I've worked, medical. I've worked a lot of shit, logistics. Bro, why are you going to sit there and argue over whose table it is? You know what? Fuck it, I got the table. That's more tips for me. Like, why are you?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, because
As someone who's worked at a restaurant, it's not that fucking hard.
No, it's a lot of man. The restaurant business is political, man. It's messy, and it's just out of spite most of the time.
Yeah.
It's out of
What's y'all's
spite.
favorite restaurant?
That's tough.
I am
Boots, we know you go to Waffle House every week. That's probably your favorite.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Taste buds of a toddler. Fuck out of here. I am
I do fuck with Waffle House
of a good fucking sandwich. Like a good
like
fucking
delis?
sandwich. Yeah,
like
dude, like a good deli sandwich. I'll take every fucking time. Over fancy places, I've been to it all. I've spent $1,000 for dinner, and I've spent $4.99 for dinner. And I'm telling you, a good fucking sandwich is a win for me every time. Every time. Jersey Mike's, fucking Jason's Deli, man, I'm happy, man. That shit's good. Firehouse is trash, and I'll fight everybody for it. I just don't think it's that fucking great. Some people swear by it, and I just can't do it.
I'm not a big fan of hot subs, though. Like, if I want, like, a sub, bro, I want something cold because I'm usually trying to, like, something refreshing.
Yeah.
And almost everything at Firehouse, they throw into the oven.
Yeah, Quiznos is like that, too. If that even exists anymore, right. I don't know. They're all toasted stuff.
So.
Now, I say that,
yeah.
like a good like Italian sub with the is a win for me. But while I'm not usually a fan of hot subs, I'll eat a Reuben every day until I die. As a matter of fact, if I'll present this question to the other three of you. If I was on death row and this was my final meal, I'm going fat dick Reuben, big as they come.
That's it.
And some pierogies and some kielbasa and fried potatoes. Like this goofy fucking Polish meal. Man, I'm fucking in it.
Go ahead, Boots. What you got?
I don't have an answer for that question yet, but I have a counter for Rodney. Say you don't fuck with hot subs. You don't want your shit toasted.
What about a meatball? A fucking meatball sub, dude?
Does that still apply when they'll toast the bread a little bit, get it a little crispy, but then they put the cold toppings in there?
Nope, don't want it.
So you got like that hot, cold, hot.
Because
nope.
then
I mean that's a fair question.
The roof of my mouth. Just tears up the roof of my mouth, bro.
No, not like super, super hard. Just like that light crispiness.
It's
a light toast.
But they usually fuck it up, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. If they, like, I'm sure you're talking about like fucking Subway.
Oh no, fuck Subway! Damn. I ain't going to Subway.
They couldn't figure out how to make a sandwich if somebody held a gun to their head. It's just not.
You know what's
great.
sad? You know what's sad about that shit too is like, especially like their toasted ones, bro. Like you put it in the oven, and you hit a fucking preset timer, and they still fuck it up on a preset timer in the oven.
Yeah, I mean,
that's because it goes ding, and then it's still a warm oven, and they're gonna let it sit there for another like 45 seconds, a minute, while they're jerking their peckers in the back.
Yeah. I mean, more or less for me, like I'm not really a big fan of like toasted bread, and more or less because of what Will said, they're gonna fuck it up every time, man. I love like just a soft bread, dude. Like Jimmy John's bread when it's
like
when Jimmy John's bread is fresh,
JJ's,
bro.
Man.
I eat the Cuban from there. I fuck with the Cuban, but other than that, it's
they have
just,
a good Cuban.
It's all right. It's all right. So all right, here I got one. Rodney.
That's a sandwich. Oh wait, hold on. That's a sandwich that's been hard to find. Like a good place that makes a Cuban though, unless you go to like an.
Dude, there's a place in San Antonio that was life changing on the fucking Cuban, dude. Loved it, and it was on post out of a fucking food truck, man. God damn, that's the best fucking Cuban I ever had.
Did you ever go down to the Riverwalk down there in San Antonio?
Oh yeah, like every weekend. That's all we really had to do.
Did you ever hit up Howl at the Moon?
Yep. I liked How at the Moon, and I liked
Yeah.
Pat O'Brien's. Pat O'Brien's in
Yeah, Pat
downtown
O'Brien.
fucking dude. It sounds
Pat
like an
O'Brien's is
Irish
good.
pub, but it's like a very much like a Zydeco Cajun place. As weird as that is. Live music, fucking banging food, great cocktails.
So
Loved it.
for the two uncultured here that have never left the South, there's a few Howl at the Moon chains throughout the country, and it's a dueling piano bar. And
Yep.
I probably assume that you guys have never been to a dueling piano bar either, right or wrong?
You're right.
That's
I've never
fair.
been.
Okay, so a dueling piano bar
Sounds
is
lit, though.
essentially it's essentially like a karaoke place / like musical contest place. So like they've got pianos, and then they've got like these people that you can get up there and sing. You can sign up to do the karaoke, but it's a contest,
Okay.
and the crowd decides.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking blast, dude. There's one on Mill Ave,
sounds
in,
kinda
like
fun.
downtown Tempe too. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, there is, and it's fucking fun, dude. Like I said, it's a bar, but it's also this karaoke / musical place. And it is so much. And the one in specific in downtown San Antonio is right on the river walk. So it's literally you step outside, there's sidewalk, there's gate, there's the San Antonio River. So it's just in a cool location and happens to be a really cool bar.
It's fucking blast. It's right next to Coyote Ugly too.
It is.
So I've seen it on a map. I think.
Right. Yeah. I've never been into a Coyote Uglies before.
What? Preposterous.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so Rodney, what's your thoughts on a BLT, man? You don't toast the bread on a BLT?
If I'm making it at home, yeah.
Oh, I see. So flat
You know what I'm
bread,
saying?
like sliced bread versus,
Oh yeah, dude. I'm going with
Alright,
like some
word.
thick fucking. Like I'm going with like some
Like Texas
thick
toast.
sour Texas toast or
Yeah.
like sourdough or something like that. So where like it's a little crispy on the outside, but when you bite into it, it's just it sticks to the top of your fucking roof.
Ooh.
That
Yeah,
kind of
that's
bread,
fair.
like the Sara Lee white bread.
Sarah Lee white bread.
That do be fire though.
You know what I'm talking about? Because every time
Sarah
you
Lee
open
got
up
it
that
going
fresh
on.
pack-
I'm saying.
Every time you open up that fresh pack of Sara Lee white bread, that sandwich sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Every
Like
time,
you just got
bro,
out of the
every time.
fucking.
You know what's even better? What's even better than that in Arizona? You can get Grandma Sycamore's bread. That shit is
Yeah.
heavy, bro. A loaf of bread weighs 38 pounds. It's good
Yeah,
though.
shit's good,
Fuck,
bro.
man. It changes your whole perspective. It's like, no, I don't want that little skinny ass fucking bread no more. Let me get that one.
All right. So Will, favorite restaurant? We're
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
off topic here.
I'm torn, man. Because was it Rita's?
If you say
Seaside-
Taco Bell, I'm gonna hit you in the face.
No, it's between like Rita's Seaside Grill, which I think is right outside Folly Beach.
Okay.
And then
Where's Folly Beach?
isn't it outside of Charleston?
Are you asking us?
Yeah, like you're the one that knows this place. The fuck?
It's your restaurant.
I've never-
Fucker, where'd you eat it at? It ain't your favorite if you don't even know where the son bitch is.
No, I get it mixed up with Savannah.
Yeah, Charleston and Savannah are very easy to confuse.
I mean, no, not really. No, I guess not. Never mind.
Yeah, it's outside Charleston. Sullivan's Island is where it's at. It's on a corner.
Okay. So it's
in
called
Sullivan's
Rita's what?
Island. I believe last I checked, it's Rita's Seaside Grill.
Okay.
I haven't been there in a really long time though, so I don't even know if it's
What did
still
you
there.
get when you went there?
I think I got something last time. I got something with shrimp.
Think.
Was scrimp?
But scrimp, man, scrimp.
Scrimps.
I love me some scrimps.
Bro, how is this your favorite restaurant, but you don't know what it is or what you ordered when you went there?
Because
All
I
right,
really
so
like
what's
the
the-
atmosphere. The other one is the German restaurant we went to in Helen.
Oh,
word.
Hofbräu House.
Hofbrauhaus.
Brass, yeah.
Yeah, Hofbräu House is
That's just
is-
fire,
is a
dude.
Man,
big
I'll
change,
never,
bro.
I'll never turn down some Jäger Schnitzel, bro.
Dude, yes, especially if they got like fresh mushrooms in their sauce. And
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Not the
Ooh.
weird
yeah,
ones.
bro.
Dude, game changer.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's good.
Bro, the one here. Did you ever go to the one in Evans, Augsburg? Was it Augsburg House?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
Augsburg
sure.
House.
They got
Yeah,
like
bro,
a
that one's
weird
pretty good.
indoor gazebo that you can eat in, like in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Like that place though. Like, I mean, maybe not for Jeremy, but I always leave with fucking like a full to go tray, bro.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of food. I do remember it being a lot
Yeah.
of food. Now, whether or not I had leftovers,
Oh,
is another story.
these prices are insane. What are you talking about? Like the portions are fucking huge. The prices are
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, like $20. It's $20 for a meal, which is in par with just about
2
anywhere
meals.
you go out to eat anywhere these days. I mean, you go to fucking Chili's and you're spending $17.99 anyways.
yeah, it's on a microwave chicken breast and some fucking
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
so
so
I was right the first time. It is on Folly Beach. It's not Sullivan's Island, and it is Rita's Seaside Grill.
Okay.
and it's like just a seafood type of place.
Yeah,
Like
But
fish
they
and
have,
chips
like,
type of shit, or
yeah. They have like a outdoor sitting area with lights and
That's
all
a
that kind of
win,
stuff. Like
dude.
the vibe is just really fucking mint.
especially like mid spring, mid fall when it's like
Yeah.
75, 80 outside. Like it's nice, but there you got that ocean breeze coming in.
Oh yeah. That's why, like,
What about you?
I can barely remember what I got to eat, but like I just remember the atmosphere was fucking great.
Right. And what was the second one you said? Because you were tossed up.
I'm tossed up too.
The German restaurant.
It's not a salad.
yeah, okay.
Roots. We're talking about a
Oh,
decision on.
Or are you talking about the yeah,
Nice.
that was the German restaurant.
Yeah. You
God
got
damn it.
you got the Jaeger schnitzel.
I'll
there
toss
last
my
time,
own
right?
salad. Thanks.
Yeah. Yep. Always get
yeah.
Jaeger Schnitzel, bro.
Yeah, he likes 6 things. Like, when does he ever not get Jaeger Schnitzel? Come on.
Dude, Jaeger Schnitzel is
I've
seriously top 5 favorite
It's good.
fucking foods. dude.
Yeah.
It's
Shit's
good.
bro.
It's good. It's good.
You know what it
I've
is?
gotten
It's
Will
just-
to venture out a few times.
It's just humble and delicious, and it just fucking knocks, dude. Like
Yeah,
last
it fills
week,
you up
I
every
saw
time.
this TikTok video. It was like Salisbury steak, but like meatballs, and so it was just like meatballs and like a brown gravy over.
So Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, kind of, except it wasn't sweet. Anyway,
You ever had this?
at IKEA? Fuck
You ever
yeah,
had the,
dude.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Every time, bro. I was so mad. Last time I went to IKEA was like 2020. It was the middle of COVID.
Bro, every time I
and,
smell
I
a
was-
warehouse, I get hungry now.
First of all, I was pissed off that I had to wear a fucking mask around this fucking 300,000 square foot fucking warehouse. I'm already out of breath as it is walking
5-story
through there.
fucking-
And now I got to wear a mask on top of it.
Right.
So I get to the end where the restaurant is, and the motherfucking restaurant's closed because it's fucking COVID. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I did all this walking? And I'm not gonna give me some fucking Swedish meatballs. God,
Yeah,
fuck
I
that,
guess
bro.
it was
Burnt the
kind of.
motherfucker-
It was technically
Almost
like
burnt the motherfucker
Swedish
down.
meatballs over mashed potatoes. Hammered it down. Hammered, dude. Plates
Oh,
of it.
bro.
It just.
I would do-
I
I
can't
would do it over-
explain it, man.
I would do it over egg noodles personally, bro.
Oh yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with
Egg
egg
noodle-
noodles.
Egg noodles for me slap, bro. Just butter on egg noodles and just down the hatch, bro. Every time. I'll eat
Maybe a little Parmesan
I'll eat a
cheese.
whole fucking bag. Just butter, bro. I'll eat a whole fucking bag.
No,
All right, Boots, what you got for your
really?
restaurants?
I'm between 2, just like Will. But weirdly enough, they're both up in Maryland. One was a food truck that always came outside the building I was working in. I think it was Geno's or something, but it had the best Philly I've yet to have, and I've been to Philly, which is weird. And Rudy's Mediterranean. It was a Turkish restaurant in Columbia, Maryland, that is. But fucking delicious. Like the bronzini there, off the chain. But I have a weak
feel
spot
like-
for Turkish, so
I feel like Mediterranean food is really slept on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just like refreshing and good every time.
Y'all watch Fuck That's Delicious with Action Bronson?
No.
Yeah. That's the one
Yeah,
where he did that
okay.
one porchetta on it. That
he
porchetta
hits-
that we've probably sent each other every year for the last 7 years.
Yeah, well, that's with Matt Matter. Doesn't matter. The big fat guy with the handlebar.
Sound it out.
No, it was Adam Bronson that did it. It was Action Bronson that did it.
Oh, really? Where it was all
'cause he's
crunchy
got
on the
tatted-
outside and shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking fire, dude. Like I've yet to make it, but god damn it looks fucking good, man.
I think I've sent that one to you too, Will, and you, Boots, the porchetta.
Probably.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
So it's like that fucking piece of pork that he fills with like the herb butter.
Oh,
yeah.
He rolls
Yes,
it up,
sir.
ties
it's a
it,
whole
bakes it.
skin on pork belly.
Yeah. And then he bakes it, and then he takes the oil and does it over the skin, and it just fucking crunches up like no other, dude.
So I want to add a third restaurant. Now
Okay.
that Raleigh's brought up food trucks.
Are we just doing top 10s?
I mean,
What was the food truck that went out to those? What was it, Vic's?
Yeah, Vic's food truck.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
man!
The Dominican.
That's-
food
shout out to Vic Montez.
Yeah,
Yeah, Vic.
that stuff is fire.
If you're in Augusta, if you're in the Augusta area, Vic's food truck. He does Puerto Rican style food, so he's got like tripletas and shit like that.
Shit's
He's got
good.
plantains.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
plátanos. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And bro, his
You find out
tripletas-
where the fuck he's at, go get food.
his tripletas are like this fucking big, bro. And it's like $13 for like one of the big tripletas, the king size ones, or you can get like the normal size for like half the price, and it's it's still a fucking foot long sub.
Hell yeah.
Almost.
Arroz con gandules, fucking. That's delicious, bro. I love that
it
shit.
fills you up too. Like I could, yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
sit your
Bro,
ass down
pixie
when
stick
you're
could fill your
done,
little
too.
ass up.
Because we'll be at a car
so
meet
you're-
and everybody's up and socializing and mingling and everything, and Vic will pull in. About 45 minutes later, every single camping chair full. Everybody,
And it's dead silent because motherfuckers just feeding their mouths.
Just
everybody's feet turned in like that with the little plate on their lap.
oh
That's
man.
good, man. There was
Every time, bro.
there's a Filipino food
Even in
truck
Colombia.
on Fort Bliss that's bomb like that. Adobo chicken, the lumpia, the fucking
No, bro.
that shit's
Listen,
fire.
y'all ain't got nothing like the fucking gut truck that comes around to the range.
Yeah. Now on Fort Bliss, the fucking food truck is run by MWR. It's not even like an actual food truck that anybody wants to eat at. And I swear all they do is fucking microwave fucking Tyson chicken
Some
patties
eggs.
and throw them. Yeah, or they tear open the big as burritos or big as cheeseburgers that you find at the gas station.
Yeah.
And they just microwave them for you and give it to you. Oh, that'll be $11. Well, what are you going to do, man? You're fucking dog shit tired. You've been up since 3 a.m. You've been at the range for 7 hours without a round down range yet. You're fucking hungry. You got 9 monsters in your system. Like, hell yeah, you're going to pay $11 for that nasty cheeseburger.
The one on Pendleton, bro, is run by Pablo, Julio, and all of his brothers.
Off to a good start. I'm liking where this
Yeah.
is going.
Yeah.
And
It sounds good already. Sign me up.
And he would come around, bro, and you get the chorizo burrito with egg, bro. Some huevos.
Banger.
This motherfucker
Banger.
was probably about that big, bro, and $5.
Oh, yeah. And the line outside the Porta John a mile long after he left.
Every time, bro. But
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro, there was nothing like that chorizo burrito, bro. Which is actually
Bro,
like,
why do we always get like heavy food before we do shit? Like we went to Colombia and hey, let's go get some fucking let's get some Brazilian. And then we're all sitting there like,
Brazilian
oh, go to a car meet afterwards.
That motherfucker,
Bro.
boy. I get my 50
Yeah.
fucking bucks out that bitch.
Oh, yeah, bro. We went to that first one that we went to before Columbia Car Meets was Rios, right? It was Rios. That was the
Yeah.
one that we went to.
Yeah, Rio's is the first one.
Yeah. And then, well, the second one wasn't any better. The event that we went to afterwards, but anyways,
Yeah, right.
so we go to Rios, I ate my fucking $50 worth. I actually probably ate about $200 worth. Because
Yeah.
don't tell me about no fucking salad bar. Don't tell me about no fucking, we got our sides
just-
over here.
Bring the meats.
Flipping that motherfucker
You have
to
any
green.
appies?
I don't give a fuck about your appetizers. I'm flipping that motherfucker to green. You're bringing me nothing but meat. I want your meat.
Don't stop. Don't quit playing either.
Right. I probably ate $200 worth of fucking prime rib that day.
Oh,
And then,
Yeah.
we go to the fucking Columbia car meets, bro, the fucking car show, and it's 95 degrees with 100% humidity out there.
you're just sweating pork grease out of your fucking pores.
The meat
So the meat sweats were real.
The meat sweats. That is the Columbia car meets fucking video that we did for the Madhouse Garage YouTube channel. Which, if you're not subscribed to our Madhouse Garage YouTube channel. Quick shout
We're
out there.
about to get 13 more subscribers,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, Madhouse Garage spelled exactly the same way the Pothouse is. Just drop podcast and
Pothouse.
Pothouse.
Yes.
Anywho,
We gotta
So, yeah,
get
that's
t-shirts made.
that's the video.
Pothouse, Pothouse.
That's the video that we made was right after that fucking Brazilian steakhouse, bro. And honestly, probably some of my best work as a video. I was deaf after that night because I sat right behind those cars all fucking night. My coworker
For the exhaust
didn't help me at all.
competition.
Yeah, my coworker didn't help at all. Will, I'm not going to name any names.
I already can't hear, so
Yeah, me too. But yeah, and then the second time was right before. Who did we go see? Bumpin' Uglies.
yep.
It was Bumpin' Uglies,
Bumpin' Uglies.
Higher Education, and who was the other one? Bastard
Bastard
Sons.
Sons.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Bastard
so
Sons
that
did
was
a really
good.
good job, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're
That
coming to
was good
Augusta.
shit.
You guys want to go to them? Off topic.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later afterwards.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I know
next
that.
week. Yeah, it's like next weekend, I think. We'll talk about that. Anyways,
Fuck.
yeah. So we
There's
decided
almost
to eat
that
at,
fight.
yeah, we decided to eat at Cowboys, which is another one. Which actually I like Cowboys better than I like Riaz.
Yeah, it was better.
I don't know. Have you
Yeah,
been?
we
To,
got free-
you've been to one of those, Jeremy? Which one did you go to? The one in Columbia, South Carolina.
I don't know.
I know
One's
you
got an
talked-
actual parking
Every
lot.
time-
One's like downtown type area.
Bro, every time
know you
the two
talked
of
about
us
it
went
once.
to fucking Columbia, we were pretty drunk. I don't remember a lot of the place. I know you and I went to some place in Savannah, and it was so fucking nasty, dude. And they wanted a shitload of money for it too.
Yeah, I remember. I don't even remember the name of that place, which is probably a good thing. I don't remember the name of that place.
Yeah, because the
We ended up
server
going-
was like, "Have you tried fried green potato or tomatoes?" And I was like, "Anyway, yeah, just a sweet tea is cool with me. You?" Yeah, you know? And he was like, I remember him like pushing it to every table. Have you
Yeah.
tried the fried green tomatoes? And I'm like, "It's a book, man. It's not that great. It's it's just a tomato at the end of the day, bro. You're not changing the world here. It's not that good."
So that leads us to the next story that occurred shortly after. Is we went to Wet Willie's. For one, we were already probably a good 24-pack down between the two of us.
Oh yeah,
I'd say
we were at UX,
of Modelo's.
like the first or second year that UX was in Savannah.
Yeah, it was the second year. So we were probably a good 24-pack of Modelo's between the two of us. We went out to eat. We had a beer or two there as well. And then we went to Wet Willie's, which, for those of you guys listening, if you've never been to Wet Willie's is a bar that has slushies. However, it contains liquor.
Corn liquor, just straight fucking diesel fuel in that motherfucker.
A whole lot of liquor.
And it's,
Granted,
mind
you're-
you, Savannah is open carry, so you don't
Yeah,
open containers. So
you don't
can
stay
walk
there.
down the street. Yeah, you go
Yeah,
get
you
your
don't stay
drink and
there.
then leave the bar.
I mean, now it's open carry too, so.
That's worse. That's not better. But okay.
So we're, we get our drinks. We're walking down. Mind you, there's a whole lot of liquor in these drinks. And you're paying for it too. It's not a cheap drink. It's about a $10, $15 drink depending on which one you get. I think I got that.
So worth it, though.
I think
So
it was
worth
called
it.
I think the one I got was called Call a Cab, because you'll need to call a cab after that motherfucker.
Yeah, I got the Superman, and it was supposed to be
Yeah.
flavored like a bomb pop, and it was all, whatever. And then, mind you, this is Savannah over the summer, so it's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock, baby. It is hot. So, and we're drunker than the motherfucker, boy.
So, the car show that we were at, European Experience, is over on Hutchinson Island, which is just across from Savannah. Yeah, it was. I don't. Yeah, they don't hold it there anymore. Whole other topic. We'll talk about car scene probably next. Actually, let's talk about car scene next week. I got a lot of shit I want to talk about car scene. Anywho, we hop on the ferry to hop across the river, go back to where the car show is, and we're sitting there on this fucking ferry. The only seats that were open were up on the front deck, so Jeremy and I are sitting out there. We're already fucking burning up, and then we don't get the shade on the inside with the fans, so we're pissed off because we're burning up some more. We're sitting there and we're like, bro, why the fuck isn't this ferry moving? Once the ferry's moving, it's good. You know what I'm saying? You got that ocean breeze. Life's good. Yeah. However, we're sitting there docked up, and I look over, and there's this motherfucker sitting there arguing with the conductor about bringing his goddamn fucking bicycle on the fucking ferry.
Train?
Yeah, what is that, conductor? I was going to let that one slide, but
they have ferry conductors as well, all right? God damn it.
The Capitan?
Whatever the fuck he is.
That shit
anyways, he's arguing.
Ferry captain.
Who are they going to call? Who are they going to call to verify?
Ghostbusters.
Anyways, he's arguing with this motherfucker for what? It had to have been 10, 15 minutes. We were drunk, so it was probably only 2 minutes.
The hotter it was, the longer it felt.
We were drunk, so it was probably only 2 minutes, but it felt like 20, 30 minutes. As you can tell by the story, the time's getting longer of what this dude is arguing with. So, lo and behold, he finally gets his fucking bicycle onto the ferry.
That's what it was. The ferry was fucking packed. And the boat, the ferry captain guy was like, bro, it's a full house, man. You can't bring your fucking Lance Armstrong special on the goddamn boat.
You gotta,
essentially
what he was saying is, he was saying, like, you got to wait for the next ferry.
Right.
You're here, you'll be first in line, you got to wait for the next ferry. I guess, for whatever reason, he ends this argument, he comes, and lo and behold, the only fucking seat available is right next to me. So here he comes. Sits down right next to me, plops his bike down, and looks over at me and goes, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Sweet fucking Huffy, bro." Mind you, this is probably a $6,500 specialized bike.
Full carbon.
It was a specialized
one piece.
It was a specialized bike. Yeah. Like, I know bikes, and I know specialized is expensive because I personally want to specialize, and the one I'm looking at is an entry model at $4,500. So this guy's bike was full carbon fiber. The one I want is an aluminum frame. It's at $4,500. And anybody who's into
$500 is about right, spot on too. And he had the little click-in thing, chuck things, and he had the full kit, little computer set up and whatever. Yeah.
Like I said, anybody who's into bikes knows that Specialized is the G setup, bro. Like, even the base model is you get all you get Fox shocks with it, and you get all the goodies. Anywho, he is thoroughly offended that I called his Specialized a fucking Huffy, and he's like, "Actually, it's." And I was like, "You know what? I don't give a fuck, bro. Shut the fuck up and sit down." He decides he wants to stand up and buck up. Now, for those of you guys watching, I am 6 foot tall, approximately 215, 220. At that time, I was pretty built. Jeremy is, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4"
6'3",
at the time. I was probably only about 250. 260
yeah, he was about 250
on a bad day.
So he wants to stand up and buck up to me. And then we both stand up, and he sits down and goes, fellas, I don't think I want any problems. I'll just sit over here and mind my own business.
It wouldn't have been a fight.
Mind you-
I'd have hockeyed his ass right over the edge of that fucking ferry, dude.
Mind you, this dude was probably built like Will, who is 5'9", 100 pounds, soaking wet on a
maybe.
good day. He was a small
With his
dude.
boots on, 100 pounds.
Hey guys, that was the last episode. All right, cut me some slack.
So yeah, I think maybe sitting down, he didn't realize because I was drunk. So we're kind of hunched over, leaning down.
Oh yeah, just hot.
I think maybe he
he
didn't realize. Yeah, he didn't really realize how big we actually were until we stood up after he bucked up.
Well, here's the thing, man. He was riding high. He thought he had just got a dub over the ferry conductor. You know what I mean? Like, so he came in like thinking, I got the best of that, And then
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Can't tell me shit.
He's in the the unitard thing, the ferry outfit. They're just running the slick way, bro. We see what you're packing from here, bro. You ain't... And it's hot, so you can't even say it's cold, boy. That bitch dripping wet. That some bitch is marinated in there, right? That's a hot shrimp. No, you ain't coming in here with that energy.
We have some really good stories from Savannah, not just like you and I, but like just
I hear
like
something
Savannah
about
in general, bro.
Listen,
suit
all
of
I
armor,
remember
or-
was
Yo, Boots wouldn't help me with that.
Hey, don't end up like my story. Be careful what you tell right here, because
So, all right, to preface this, Will and I got really mad at each other throughout that one. I don't think we talked for like a month.
what? What was it for?
It was a misunderstanding, essentially.
That, yeah.
Yeah, with the whole. Okay, so to preface that one, we went the following year. Jeremy had already moved. We went up to a European experience. We had all gotten.
Me and Will were there for that one.
Yeah. We had all gotten a campground. However, it was fucking 950 degrees with 100% humidity that weekend.
Celsius. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I didn't have AC in the Mark 6 yet.
And Will didn't have AC in the 330.
Yeah.
What did you do?
So,
Windows down. I was straight pipe, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a whole
remember-
misunderstanding.
I just remember
Will-
sweating to death.
Will was miserable that weekend. Will had an ex-girlfriend that was literally draped over him like a fucking cape the whole weekend with the fucking temperature.
I was not happy. No.
I was miserable at the campground. We dipped the campground. I thought I had sent a message to Will, but I guess I didn't. And so when Will came back to the campground, we had all packed up and left and got in a hotel room.
Oh, I remember all this drama. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess, like I said, I thought fucking humidity brain thought I had sent that text message to say, hey, listen, man, we tried it for one night.
It's hot.
It's too hot.
It's not for us, bro. We got to get a hotel room. I got a shower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can
And then
sleep
we,
like shit for one night. 2 nights, we're really pushing it. 3rd night,
Yeah.
I'm fighting somebody.
Well, the thing of it is, bro, is like I didn't even sleep that night. That first night we get there, we rolled in. It was probably about 8:00 by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, about.
First of all, the story starts off shittily because we're mobbing down. There's probably a group of probably a good 6 of us, 7 of us.
Yeah.
It's a decent-
6 cars deep, but some of us are double packed.
Yeah, 6 cars deep and probably about 15 to 20 people. We were mobbing, so halfway down to Savannah, we decided to stop at Zaxby's. It's a halfway point. It was a restaurant.
For
what I'm
those
saying? We all
that
stopped, stretch
don't
it up.
know, Zaxby's is a place where you can get
Chicken
overpriced,
tenders and chicken tenders
extremely
or
greasy chicken.
Trash.
That is not that
Trash.
You're gonna
You
spend
order a salad, that bitch is 1,200 calories.
I used to work there too, so I know.
$38. That's the fucking dinger, dude. Like, I'd rather.
Yeah.
Get
Also, this is the
$10
trip
out of the
that's-
gas station.
Fuck Zaxby's because of this trip.
So first of all, to preface this, it was between that and McDonald's. It's 9,500 fucking degrees outside. I don't want fucking McDonald's. We're gonna stop at Zaxby's. We're gonna grab some salads.
Salad. It's pronounced salad.
Salad.
I'll grab a salad.
Salad.
Actually,
So we stop at this Zaxby's. First of all, they take probably about fucking 50 minutes for everybody else's order. However, for Boots' order, they take 250 minutes.
They were all already. They finished eating. They were all out in the cars. Cars had warmed up. They were ready to roll out. I'm sitting there at the counter at 45 minutes after everyone else had already walked out with full bellies and shit. I'm like, hey, where's my shit? They're like, oh, show me your ticket. And I did, and they're like, "Oh shit! I didn't even make these." Like, fucking better. That's your top priority now. You have to get your little ass back there and do it. Miss Minimum Wage, get your ass back. Go.
So what's funny?
Instead of microaggressions, my boys, breathe, guys.
What's funny is actually I think I had already pulled out, and he saw my car driving past the window, and he texted me, and he's like, "Hey, where you going? I still haven't got my food yet." So I pulled back around and parked. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean you had... Bro, we had eaten, we had stretched, I had taken a 30-minute shit. Like, life is good, we're ready to roll.
Game changer. In the middle of a road trip, I'm light and springy after that. Boy, I got a full belly, a couple of Dr. Peppers,
we're ready
and
to
a fresh
roll,
shit.
dude.
I'm
like,
good.
And then there was still like another 15 so minutes after me causing a scene.
Oh,
and they finally get my shit. They probably wiped, like, the chef probably wiped his balls all over the lettuce, whatever.
Well, I remember...
So
because I was like, bro, that better be some like good fresh made fucking salads. Let me see it. And he opens it up and the lettuce
like
is all
brown.
wilted and
Yeah,
it's all
brown
wilted and shit.
They turned it over to get the wilted shit out of the bottom of the bin.
They microwaved it for 40 minutes. That's what took so long.
Yeah.
They were cooking fresh lettuce for you.
So that ranch dressing had semen mixed into it somewhere.
So we were there forever. We were there probably for a good 3 hours. And then we finally get to Savannah. It's like 8 o'clock, bro. It's still 95 degrees outside. We set up tent. We start drinking, playing a few games and whatnot. We all go to sleep probably around midnight or so. I'm not going to get into the other drama that happened throughout that because it's really irrelevant.
Do I know about that?
It was a spicy weekend.
Yeah, that was all. That's what Chad had talked about afterwards. Anyway, we're moving on. It's really
went?
like that. No,
but he decided to talk smack after.
Yeah, he just had something to say about it, and it's really, it is really that irrelevant.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's about midnight. We all go to sleep. I'm pissed because this one motherfucker decided to stop and grab this camping fan that ran off of batteries, and instead of fucking pitting it, helping everybody else out in the tent, this motherfucker puts it inside his fucking sleeping bag at the feet of his sleeping bag, and he is living the life. Meanwhile, I'm over here sweating my dick off, and all I hear is bzzz of his fucking fan running. But you know what?
Was it? I don't remember who it was.
That was Chris.
Oh.
That was Chris.
Like a shitbox Mark V, Chris?
No. He's got a Mark 7.
No. Although I just talked to him the other day.
You know the guy who couldn't decide if he was black, brown, Chinese, white? He was having kind of an identity crisis when we met him. And then he was the one who swore up and down. He's like old fucking Farney who thinks his fucking Econo car is going to run flat 8s on street tires in 93.
Yeah. So that Chris, that sure was funny. That Chris actually ended up wrecking that Mark V.
The night that we put his coilovers on.
That's right. I remember that. I
do too.
Remember that.
Yeah. So that one, that's funny because at that point, my garage was the spot. I had all the tools. Mm-hmm. I had the jack. I had the jack stands. I had everything. So they're over at my house. They're installing these these coilovers. We are probably about a 36 pack of Modelo's in, as we typically do on install parties.
Modelo's, if you're listening, we got you, big dog.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor the podcast, Modelo.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hit us up.
Not those ranch waters though. That shit's gross. That's for white chicks. Just the OG white
fuck.
cans for us, bro.
I'm drinking a ranch water right now, bro.
Are you really?
But like an actual ranch water, so like Avion and Topo Chico.
Oh, okay. Not that weird
Yeah.
seltzer shit that they came out
Yeah,
with.
yeah, no. Like make it. I'm drinking an actual ranch water. Which actually these Topo Chicos, bro, the Twisted Lime, these little bastards are pretty good.
And you like that Avion, huh? That shit's bomb, huh?
Yeah, well, especially since I found that liquor store here in town that has it for $35,
Dude, that's
Liquor.
a win.
which is a steal, bro. Because everywhere else I've looked is like $60 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, they're installing these coilovers about 10 o'clock at night. I go in. Sun Devils are about to play. It's the game. It's the game. If you're not a Sun Devils fan, you will become a Sun Devils fan when we move out to Phoenix. You too. And the game is one you do not miss. It is Arizona State versus University of Arizona. It is
Duel in
the
the
oldest
desert, baby.
rivalry.
Fuck those pussies.
The oldest rivalry in college football. It's literally the oldest rivalry. It dates back to 1914. So I go inside to watch the game because I'm not missing the fucking game. Sun Devils fan through and through. Which we stomped them that
At which
year. And
point-
have stomped them every year subsequently since.
At which point, it's
Anywho.
still me and Chris out there working
Yeah.
in the garage.
I
Rodney's
tell
like,
him,
"Yo,
You guys are good.
fucking do
Use
the
my
thing."
tools. Use my garage. When you fucking
I
leave, close my
remember
garage
that.
door.
I think I was there for that. Didn't they have?
You
like
were there for some of that.
Didn't they have like a dog shit like fucking 88 Firebird out there that needed a brake job that day? And he brought his friend, and then he was like flirting with his buddy, and we were trying to figure out if he was like weird and closeted and wanted to be weird about it. But then everybody
another
else
time.
was doing the coils on his car.
That was not
another
the same
time.
day.
Yeah, that was another. No, that was when we went to go help him with his the bushings in his rear subframe. Remember?
Oh.
He is the only motherfucker that I've ever seen that managed to fold a fucking bushing in his rear subframe. Literally folded this bushing.
Yeah, I remember that. And then he can't figure out why he fucking slid the son of a bitch into the ditch. I remember
Yeah,
that because his car
so
was there for
we leave
like a
at
week.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they leave. They fuck off. It's raining.
Yeah, he goes
And-
home. I'm like a mile away in my
I
apartment.
was already at home,
Yeah,
and he actually didn't go home.
Me too.
yeah.
Anywho.
He went to attempt to go home.
He went to a ditch.
I only remember the back half of this because Brian had called me, worried that it was Raleigh, even
Yeah,
though
he's like-
it was a totally different GTI. So I go
So-
over to
so-
his house because right
Yeah,
outside
the cops
his
came
neighborhood.
to my house. There's a black GTI out front that's wrecked, and they
So
know
for-
I'm a car guy. So
For backstory, we all lived within 3 miles of each other.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 miles of each other. We were all just right down the street from each other. And I wake up. that
Except
morning-
Chris.
Except Chris. Yeah, he lived somewhere else.
He lived in a ditch
Hold on.
over by GT Package.
I'm talking about the four of us. So I wake up. I wake up that morning to probably fucking 50 missed calls from old Boots over here. And at the time, we didn't have each other's numbers, which he still doesn't have.
I still
mine.
ain't got your number, motherfucker.
Even though I've called you a few times, I've got your number. Anywho, wake up to about 50 missed calls on Facebook Messenger, which goes back to the beginning of this episode. If you know me, don't fucking call me because I'm not going to answer that shit. For one. For two, while I'm asleep, my shit's on Do Not Disturb. So whatever you got is between you and God because don't call me to help out. There's a few people. There's a handful of people that are on my fucking are allowed to go through my Do Not Disturb list.
Not any of us. That's just put that.
Actually, you four motherfuckers are actually the few motherfuckers that are on that list. My wife, my ex-wife, because of the kills I have with my ex-wife. So if anything happens with them, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to know in the middle of the night. And then my mother. Those are the only people that will come through to me in the middle of the night. So you four, my wife, my ex-wife, and my mother. Anybody else is not coming through to me until I wake up. So I wake up to about 50 missed calls on Facebook Messenger. I'm still a little drunk, still a little hungover. Boots, what's up, man? You called?
What do you mean? Did I call?
Yeah. Yeah. You heard from Chris? Motherfucker, I just woke up. I know you could hear it from the tone in my fucking voice. And you are clearly my first fucking call, because since you called me so many fucking times. I'm like, no, I have not fucking heard from Chris. Why? Oh, well, his GTI is in a ditch. What do you mean his GTI is in a ditch? Well, it's not really in a ditch. It's past the ditch. He went through the ditch.
He went off the road.
This
on
dude
the
like
other side of the
launched
ditch.
this car.
Oh, yeah. So he went through
He
the ditch.
launched this car.
Went through the ditch, which is probably about a 2-foot ditch.
Yeah.
Jumped over the other side of the ditch. Missed a telephone pole by a fucking cunt hair. And then
went around it,
so
and then it came back up.
you guys know where I'm talking about. That telephone pole just past GT.
Yep.
To the left of that telephone pole is a sewage drainage.
I'm pretty sure he went over that.
Yeah. No. He didn't go over it. He went through it. And I know this because I picked up his fucking radiator, his intercooler, and everything else that belongs in the front of the fucking car from right in front of it. And put it back into his car. So Boots is like, hey, can you come help? And I'm like, not really. I don't want to. For backstory, they wanted me to come tow this car out. And I had just bought in the Atlas 5 days before that. So I'm not trying to tow
by no
anything
means a tow machine, but it's better than everybody else's Volkswagens.
Right. Nobody else had anything else. However,
I think I had the X5, but we weren't friends.
Yeah, I had an F-150, but I wasn't going to go fucking help him. Fuck that guy.
Right. And see, here comes the issue where they're like, look, man, we've called everybody. You're the only other person that has something that we know. And if we don't tow it, the police is going to come get it.
Yeah.
And for a quick second there, I went, it sounds like a him problem, not a me problem. It's not my car. But I was like, all right, well.
He wasn't even here for any of this. He was in the fucking hospital. I didn't hear from him till late
with
that
a fucking
evening.
sore pussy. He wasn't even hurt. He was just fucking trying to sleep off a fucking hangover to where when the cops came and investigated him, he wasn't still fucking hammered.
So, anywho, they're like, look, man, we've called everyone. Nobody is willing to come out and help. I was like, all right, humor me this. Where do you want me to tow it? I said, I don't have a trailer. I don't have anything. He's like, well, Brian has tow straps. Just tow it to Brian's driveway, which is right down
100 yards.
Yeah,
100 yards down the road, and then a right and a left. And his house was the first house on the left in the neighborhood.
The model home too. Yeah, so it's right fucking there.
And I was like, fine, whatever. Before I left, I had called one of his friends, and I was like, hey, have you heard from so and so? And he goes, no, why? And I was like, well, apparently he was in a bad wreck last night. His vehicle is blah, blah, blah. It's here at this location. And the police said they're going to come tow it if we don't move it. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, well, I'll try to get a hold of him and I'll let you know. I was like, all right, well, whatever. I was like, well, I'm going to shower and whatnot. I'm going to take my fucking sweet ass time before I go over there because it's my fucking time. So I shower, get dressed, head over there. By the time I head over there, old Peckerface is over there with his F-150, his buddy that I had called, attempting to tow it out. However, his fucking battery died.
I remember that.
His fucking battery dies in the middle of trying to pull this fucking truck out.
Yeah.
Oh god, who the fuck was this again?
I don't remember his name. He had the F-150. He had a C10 that he was working on. It was bagged, LS. White guy, beard. I don't remember.
That's all
Dude.
Georgia.
Jeez.
That's everyone in Augusta. Yeah, his battery dies. So I show up and I'm like, sweet, I'm not going to have to tow it, but I'll at least help hook it up and guide him or whatever, However,
Yeah,
his
we
fucking
both
battery
been yelled
dies.
at so many times standing behind a truck with a trailer that we could fucking guide a retard through a goddamn wormhole easy.
Yeah, his fucking battery dies, and so I give him a jump, and then he fucks off to go get another battery before his battery dies again. And now I'm stuck here to tow his fucking vehicle, this fucking Mark V GTI, back to fucking Brian's house.
Jesus.
Maybe I didn't have the X5. I think I might have had the Explorer.
Yeah, you had the Explorer at the time, but that Explorer wasn't towing anything.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it
towing a
wasn't towing
goddamn
anything.
thing.
That Explorer was barely towing itself.
Jesus.
I'll tell you what,
Wasn't
that thing was
Sport?
indestructible,
Wasn't
though.
a
Yeah,
3.5
two-door.
though?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
No. This was
2.7.
early two-door. No.
Yeah.
Early two-door Explorer with the V6 Windsor, like 90s Explorer.
Oh, was it
But
a Windsor
manual.
aluminum
Yeah.
block?
Yeah, it was a Windsor in there. It was a solid motor, bro. Like you know those Windsors aren't.
It was practically indestructible. Beat the living shit out of that truck.
Yeah, the suspension was fucking made of gelatin.
I was
but-
shot. Yeah.
Stop at a red light. You're doing this until the light turns green again.
That's a good feeling.
Hey.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, it
bro.
proved.
I did that in the
it proved-
TDI, man.
It proved worthy in the end. That trade for the M3 was
Yeah, that plus what $1,800 for an M3
$1,800. Yeah.
for a running and
It's
driving
like-
M3. So $3,000 total in price,
Just about.
give or
yeah.
take. Yeah.
Bro, you couldn't even get the bumper off an E46 M3 right now for $3,000.
You know, the sad part is you're not wrong.
That's pretty fair.
I think even the MTech 2 bumper went up. What was when you paid for it last? You paid significantly more, didn't you?
Yeah.
How many bumpers have you gone through now?
I take that back. It's also because I bought genuine BMW this time. Because I got tired of dealing with fitment issues.
Buy it nice or buy it twice. I hear that.
Well,
Yeah.
the first one wasn't bad. It was my fault that I didn't swerve a dip in the road. And his fitment at that time, his front lip was probably about that far off the ground because he had that front lip on there. And by the time I saw it, it was going over Chamberlain. When you go over that,
Coochie.
yeah, when you go over that bridge in Chamberlain and you're going right down that hill, and then there's that dip. You know what I'm talking about?
I
I'm
was
looking
at
for
full speed hitting that motherfucker too.
Yeah. I'm looking
Is
for
that
this
the
dip,
same
and I
one
don't-
you fucking destroyed the oil pan on the TDI with?
No.
No.
You
No,
got
that was
record,
in his
big dog.
neighborhood.
That was in my neighborhood, bro.
Yeah, no. So I'm looking for this dip. However, it's dawn. I didn't have my glasses on, and I got headlights. Some dude had his brights on right in my fucking eyes, so I couldn't really see the dip. I hit it, and all I do is kind of bottom out, and it's whatever. It's fine. However, Will behind me, we're going about 50 miles an hour through this motherfucker. It hits it, and I heard him scrape over my sound system that I had in the Jetta.
That was in the Mark V, not the.
Yeah.
That you didn't have the Mercedes in.
No. This was in the Jetta. So I hear him. I'm bumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting
yeah.
it. Probably listening to some fucking old ass Lil Wayne or some shit. I'm getting it. And I hear, boom. That was a fucking turn your music down and look up in the rearview mirror to make sure the homie's okay behind you.
We went and looked at it, and there was a nice big old chunk where the bumper pushed up into the fender and
Yeah.
broke the
It
bumper. where
chipped
it
off
met.
a piece of the fucking bumper, bro. Like a chunk like this big was missing out of the fucking bumper. Where it just kissed the fender.
Jesus Christ, that reminds me of, I think it was our inaugural fucking cruise as at the time Garden City Euros, and we were coming out of Grovetown, going on the Gordon Highway to wrap around. I'm sure just a cruise or whatever, and we had to fucking 3 cars back had to dodge a Mark III side skirt out of the middle of the road. Pull over
That was
so we could zip tie that bitch back together and shit.
That was Riverwatch, bro. We were going down to the SunTrust meet So we met up.
Oh, yeah.
We did a little pre-meet, and the way we always did as Euros when we were rolling into the SunTrust. This was back when SunTrust was
The spot.
Titties. It was fun, dude.
popping. So,
I do
and
like
for
me
those,
some titties.
I guess some substance for you guys that don't know what SunTrust is a bank, obviously down here in Augusta, Georgia. And this particular one is downtown, and behind this bank is the SunTrust parking deck, and it is 4 stories high. And this was 4, 5, 6 years ago. We used to fill this parking deck up, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Car meet was just bumping. And we, the way the Euros always rolled is we would have a little pre-meet.
Maybe get some food.
Yeah, get some food, have a little pre-meet, get some coffee or whatever, because we'd always meet up at that Starbucks. But there was food all around, so we meet up at the Starbucks, go grab your food. We'd hang out for a minute. And then we'd all cruise into the SunTrust meet together so we could park together. And as soon as we turn on the Riverwatch, there's a part where Riverwatch, you get past this Costco, and then it's open road. And that is where all the shenanigans happen.
About 4 miles of it.
It's about 4 miles of nothingness. You could see
red line
miles
four
ahead.
bangers going 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of bees fighting.
I hope they're okay.
Yeah. We would max our cars out, at the Governor, going 120.
Well, I think most of us were tuned at that time.
Yeah, most of us were tuned.
Dude, I went on Gordon Highway. I definitely at no point.
Hold on. Before you go ahead, just this isn't like that rap song, is it? You're not gonna.
No. At no point have I ever done a $1.56 on Gordon Highway. Not even once.
So I have a funny one for you.
I was running out of road before I ran out of throttle. It was climbing too, so I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I've been lucky around here, knock on wood. And I've had 3 instances where I've done some utterly dumb shit and gotten away with it. Mm-hmm. So the first one, coming down Highway 520, and I'm in the bins, and I am going the speed limit, we'll say.
Right.
Plus
maybe
100.
5 over, but no
Plus
more.
100.
Yeah.
A Benji over,
So I'm maybe going about 165, 170. Come around a bend. And lo and behold, there's a fucking Richmond County sheriff sitting right on the side of the road.
Boy, you
on
can
the
feel
highway.
that motherfucker go.
Biting a hole in the seat, baby.
I chewed a fucking hole in that seat, bro. One or two things happened. Either A, this motherfucker was asleep, or B, he looked at me and went, impressive.
Yeah, or a little bit of both, or he kind of went, "Wait, what the fuck?" No,
Because you know, with him sitting still, I went, Yum!
yeah.
And he either went, am I seeing things? Or he was just passed out, taking his afternoon nap.
Ain't even.
I kept
mad.
going.
I've seen
though,
some where they'll see someone going fast enough, they're like, nope.
I kept going, though, because, at that point, bro, you got me. There's no denying it. So I'm going to keep going this speed and hope that by the time you catch up to me, the 520 is already worn out and I've dipped off some fucking side road.
It's not evading police if you never see lights.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the first one. He never pulled out. Like I said, he either was asleep or he just went, fuck. Impressive. The second time, get off at Riverwatch Highway, where all the shenanigans happen. And I kind of do a quick peek and didn't see anything. However, there was a Richmond County sheriff sitting right in my blind spot. I'm in the bins at this time. And
I think I was behind you.
Yeah, you were. We were going somewhere. Light turns green. I'm in the front of, right at the front. Light turns green. I fucking hit it and send this car completely sideways. through the intersection. I'm turning left. Scott! Correct it. Come forward. The light right there at Costco turns red. So I stop. This cop pulls up right next to me and goes, "What the fuck, dude?" And I look over and go, I got my windows down,
shit.
so I hear, "What the fuck, dude?" Because he screams it. I look over and go, "Oh." I said, "My bad, officer. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even see you back there."
Obviously, yeah.
Because at this point, dude, like, what am I going to say at this point? I'm not just
He
going to
saw you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not just going to be
you
like,
didn't.
yeah, it wasn't me. Yeah. So at this point, I didn't see him. So I'm just going to be honest and be like, "You know what, bro? I didn't even see you." And he goes, "I'll tell you what, man, I'm in a generous mood today. How about you not fucking do that shit from here on out?" "You got it, sir."
Gotcha, big dog.
Yeah, you got it. I will be on my best behavior for the rest of this afternoon until I don't see you anymore.
Right.
Yeah, because I got to see if somebody's dash cam picked that up besides yours.
Right. The third time, it was, I guess, shortly after I got the BMW, the 330i that I'm currently driving now, and turning left into Best Buy from Walton Way Extension. Light goes yellow, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm not sitting here waiting at this fucking long ass red light." So I punch it, send it sideways through that fucking light, correct it, and look up in my rearview mirror. Lo and behold, who was sitting at the red light across the way coming straight?
Son of a bitch.
A Marshall. A blue car with fucking lights on top.
Bro, what jurisdiction do the marshals even have?
If it's enough, they'll be it. They actually have jurisdiction in the city now, as of 2016, 17.
Huh.
Before, they didn't have jurisdiction in the city. Anywho, turn into Best Buy, pull into the parking spot, sit right there, turn off the car, keep the windows down because I know for a fact this motherfucker's coming. Sit there for a minute. I'm looking up in my rearview mirror, and he drives right past Best Buy and keeps going.
I don't ever get that lucky.
Must be nice.
What are you talking about, Raleigh? Our super speeder, we got lucky.
No.
Our asses should have been in the fucking back of a car.
The backstory on that. Myself, Bill here, and two of one a former homie, one an old homie of ours, we're all mobbing down to this meet in Atlanta. It was the other two in the front, me and Will in the back, just going down I-20. And I radio up to the front and say, "Hey, this is Taliaferro County, spelled Taliaferro, but
It's Taliaferro
Oliver.
County.
yeah."
I will fight
Anyways,
Pronounced Taliaferro. Also spelled
Anyways.
Taliaferro.
And listen, here's the fucking problem, dude. And I'll interrupt you real quick because this is another fucking rant I have with you illiterate Georgia fucks who have never had any kind of fucking proper schooling in your fucking lives. Okay,
Martinez.
It's Martinez. It's not fucking Martinez. All right.
Dude, I remember
Also,
explain Louisville then. Ain't no Louisville,
It's-
Louisville.
No, it's Louisville
I like Louis better, but yeah, I mean, I hear you.
or Louis. Yeah, I would go with Louis. However, it's not fucking Louisville. You fucking inbred illiterate fucks.
Yeah, no, I was in processing Fort Gordon years ago, 2015, years ago, right? And we were at ACS in processing, and the lady was talking about all the fun things there were to do in Augusta, Georgia. And she was talking about this thing that there was to do up in there in Martinez. I said, Martinez? I don't remember seeing that on the map. Let me look, because I'm a map guy. I get my bearing, like, for realsies.
You're right.
And so I bust the map open, and I go, you mean Martinez? Oh, no, honey, it's Martinez. I said, no, it's Martinez.
Martinez.
She goes, no, it's somebody's name. And my wife at the time, Amber, goes, yeah, and his name is Martinez. And I was like, yeah, bro, what's happening here, bro? You're just wrong on two fronts. What the fuck, man?
It's
So in the ye olde Augusta days, they did that intentionally.
I
I think it was some Evans
I don't
versus
care.
Martinez family bullshit. But
I don't care. It's Martinez. It's not fucking
Martinez.
but
Martinez.
the point is, we'll call it T County. We're going through T County,
It's Taliaferro.
which is one of there you
Well,
go. One of the two poorest counties in Georgia. Jesus Christ!
Are you gonna finish your fucking story anytime soon?
Maybe if like you guys would stop interjecting, sure. God damn. Anyway, we're cruising through.
I know it's
a
over
poor
in,
county.
Tryptophan Junction, isn't it?
Poor to
Is
who?
this the time I get to tell Jeremy to shut the fuck up?
No, hang on.
Can't have shit in the podcast.
I got one more. Keep on. I got one more. Keep going.
I have another question.
Anyways,
I have another question though. It's poor to who? Define poor.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
have a very good
on
perspective
paper.
on poor.
so no, it's quite literally that's all their revenue is speeding tickets, pretty much. And if you rank all the counties in Georgia, I want to say Greene and Taliaferro always stay there at the bottom as far as like collective average money.
Send me the data.
But
I like to see that too.
all right, if I remember that later, I'll look it up again. I haven't looked that up in a couple years.
I'll text you on your phone number that I have.
Okay. Anyways, the point was the four of us were mobbing through there.
I found
Going
it.
to
I put it in
buck
the
40.
group chat.
Oh my god, I hate your face so fucking much. Oh god, you fucking cheesecock.
Doing my shit.
Send you a text.
Turn it right back on. This
Save my number.
motherfucker.
Save my fucking number so you have it. You illiterate fuck like the rest of Georgia. He's not.
Point
taking that
is-
shit. He's gonna. 2 years later, he's gonna be like, I still don't have his number, even though I've texted him.
Well, you can tell the goddamn story then. Y'all bitches.
Is there a story?
Y'all ain't shit.
I've lost it. I
Yes!
have no idea what the fuck you guys are.
That's because you don't shut the fuck up. That's why.
I'm allowed to
Please,
say
do go
tallywhacker,
on.
and it's fun to say tallywhacker. It's funny every time. Okay,
Hurry up and finish your fucking story.
dude, I'm running out of patience here. It's just not that interesting. Get to the point. Bro.
Four dudes. We're going a buck 40. I see on the other side of the interstate, through that big ass grass median, there's 12 sitting right there pulling someone else over.
I thought there was 4 of you.
I'm like, oh god.
Is it one?
12 is in the cops.
Oh,
12 cops.
a lot, dude.
I hate you guys
They
so
could
much.
have
a lot
carpooled and
of
saved county money, considering they get all their money from fucking speeding tickets.
And they gotta have a fast lane too, just for the cops.
Yeah. All right. So there's 4 of you, 12 cops. What happened next?
The dude waves on the person they were already pulling over because I guess they were going like 10 over or something dumb.
One of the 12.
Tears
or just
through-
all 12. Were they simultaneously just like go on?
Yeah,
Or was
is
it
it like
just one of them?
synchronized swimmers? So he was going 12 over?
Raleigh's
Maybe.
thinking his life choices right now.
All right, so they wave on.
Ladies and boots are talking the podcast because I can't get a word in, you bitches.
Well, it's because your
All right,
words
so
usually
12
suck. So anyway, 12.
So-
I've finished like 3 sentences in 6 episodes.
So
there's
12 cops, 140 motherfuckers
right?
going.
Keep going 10 over.
This cop tears through the median and blazes past me and Will to go up to the other two. And we get over to the right lane. We're like, okay, cool. They're fucked. We're good. We're just going to cruise. Second cop comes up next to me. Doesn't even put his
Lucky
lights
Will was
on.
with you. He
Is-
never gets fucked. How's your good luck charm?
Not today, it wasn't. Shit. But the second cop pulls up next to me. I'm at the very back. And he's like,
Because you're slow as fuck, right? Go on.
Me? They're like, roll the window down. I'm like, me? He's like, yeah. And he's like, why don't you pull over there for me, big dog? It's like, okay. And then he pulls up, tells Will the same fucking thing. And the two cops pull over 4 cars for your numbers, people.
So there's 10 more cops out there.
Okay, so the point of this story...
And 136 more motherfuckers speeding.
God damn it. I hate you guys so much.
The reason why I brought it up to begin with is because Raleigh's dumbass, after we get pulled over, and these officers are generous enough because I guess, they saw our CACs or something like that. And they're like,
saw your what?
Yeah, it's like,
oh, yeah.
You really know how to get out of a speeding ticket. He's like, please.
They saw our IDs, and they're like, oh, okay, they're service members. And so they drop it down to like 91
90.
or something like that. Yeah, it was like 90, 91 or something like that. So it's
Still
still
a super
like
speeder.
90 for them.
Yeah, but it's
but
not
you're not
like,
going to jail.
oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This dumbass tries to talk his way out of this ticket after he dropped it down.
My first instinct was like, I would just go with the flow of traffic. He looks at me and is like, y'all are all friends, aren't you? Like, yeah.
You weren't going the flow of traffic going 4 over. the other 140 motherfuckers though.
What if everybody was doing 140? Does that still count as the safe prevailing speed?
Have you ever been to Phoenix?
You really do got to
Because
100 mile an hour is a minimum, not a maximum.
because we'll do 100 miles an hour, and whoever gets pulled over, sorry sir, that was just your bad luck for the day, but the rest of us are going to continue doing 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got out of being in the back of a police car, and this fool over here is trying to talk his way out of this ticket.
Why would
That's
you
good.
So the rest of
get
them,
past that part of the story anyway.
yeah, the rest of them got 90 and a 70, and I got tacked on 170 for being slick.
Why would you try to talk your way out of it though?
I don't know, man.
He got us, man. He got us.
Right.
I'm dumb now. I was dumber then. Like,
It's like when that cop fucking seen me going, sideways, and I
drove a Mark 6 GTI. I wasn't bright. I'm still not very bright. Like, come on.
Yeah, you went from a Mark 6 to a Mark 7. You're not very fucking smart, obviously.
Oh my
He
God.
asked me, do you know how fast you're going? I was like, listen, man, you got me. Like, I'm not going to try to talk my way out of this shit. I was like, hand me what you're going to give me, bro.
I was going 65 miles an hour, sir.
My speedometer's off.
It's like, hey, boss, either was not fast enough because you're still here, or too fast because you're here now. So, either way.
That's true.
The 330i was stock then too, so I was a little worried for the car.
The only time I got busted doing that high, and I really didn't even get busted because it was out in Phoenix, and the Department of Public Safety, Arizona DPS, for you guys that don't know, Department of Public Safety, they're like the highway patrol. And he rolls up next to me, and I'm doing like 130. Me and my buddy were doing night runs in the middle of the night. It's like 2, 3 a.m. And we're doing night runs, and he just pulls up next to me. He doesn't say a fucking thing. He just looks over at me and goes, and I looked over at him and went, and just slowed the fuck down, dude. Like, if you're gonna be cool enough to give me like enough common courtesy to just be like, hey man, cool it down. Shit, you got it.
Right. Take your dub, man. Take your fucking dub and let's roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Well, guys,
Boots
it's
would have been
looking
like,
like I'm running
dude,
out
I'm
of
only doing
quarters
130.
Yeah. Boots.
You got to add some more eucalyptus to your leaves.
Yeah, we better wrap this up before my fucking video just suddenly disappears.
Yeah. Again.
All right, y'all. Well, this is a good one. I enjoyed talking this one. Like I said, I think next week we'll delve into the car scene and just what it's become, especially for some of us like me and Jeremy who have really been around the car scene for a long time and grew up in the car scene. I think we have a lot of strong opinions on what it's become and how it became that way. So
I'm excited for that.
yeah, well, I know Will's got some opinions on it. Boots, he was never in the car scene. He's never a car dude. He's just someone who likes cars.
He just
And don't
happens
try
to
to
drive.
argue that, bro, because there's like, right? No, like, there's nothing wrong with it, dude. Like, there's people who are like car enthusiasts, and there's people who like cars. You just happen to like cars. I wouldn't classify you as an enthusiast, though.
Kind of like Barnes, man. Should we bring Barnes in next week?
What's your? We could do that.
We could bring Barnes in.
Anyway, love you
I'm
long
not
time.
opposed to- Yeah. Anyways, yep. Later, y'all.
That's a next week thing.